Hello everybody, and welcome to the Arena 51 stream. So tonight I'm alone. I am the Fabulous, or those that don't remember me. It's gonna be slightly scuffed because I'm doing everything on my own. Production, observing, testing, so we'll take what comes. But tonight we have a scrim with one of our teams. In particular, we have Budget Spitfire against Phoenix Rising. So I guess without any other hesitation, we should just go straight in. Oh, and they're already starting. Well, don't have much time to explain what they're doing. For some reason, Phoenix Rising here on the left are running a quite interesting hybrid comp. Nice TP here onto point, but it looks like Budget Spitfire running coast, trying to get. It's a skirmish, but a nice move here by Phoenix Rising's Lucio. Tries to get the first pick, but Magic immediately punishes it with a nice charge. It's even, both teams now are 2 players down. But it's Phoenix Rising that's capping the point unless Budget Spitfire gets in. It looks like they are, but it's a little bit late. And both Magic get killed and Jungan gets demacked. And it looks like it's a nice, clean fight win for Phoenix Rising. Well, that was quite easy. This hybrid comp is really specific for this map. It essentially revolves around the enemies playing Brawl, and it's more Brawly than Brawl, which is quite particular. So yes. Oh, hello there. Yes, I am indeed everywhere. Oh, it looks like Budget Spitfire are already going in on their own. A window gets committed here by VR8 and gets the enemy back on its own. But it looks like Budget Spitfire is not demoting. But as I say that, they're getting chased down here by Phoenix Rising onto the small rooms of Lijiang Tower? I always remember, I always don't remember the map names. But if you're Budget Spitfire here, you have someone super mid, and they're probably gonna do some TP struts straight onto point. And yes, indeed, almost everyone TP. Shadow gets immediate immediately, and also beat from inside the Budget Spitfire. Oh, so many ults are being thrown around, it's almost impossible to cast this one on its own. But the point is, there are trades on the other side, but it looks like Phoenix Rising is the one coming up on top. It's the usual control thing where whoever had the advantage now essentially retains control on its own. So yes. It looks like this map might go on the end of Phoenix Rising as VR8 commits window behind the shutter. Oh, but Sorry's pays for it. It goes a little bit too much deep, but someone managed to touch. I don't know who. Oh, it's Zapper. Wait, maybe there's a reverse potential, but no, Bobby Vesser has got another plan for a Budget Spitfire here, and as well with the beat. It doesn't look like they're gonna be able to cap 99 to 0. Someone needs to break that TP though. Is it almost cleanup time? Yes, it's cleanup time. So it's 1-0, like on this map at least, 1-0 for Phoenix Rising. I'm gonna do actually something funny. Since our scoreboard is broken, I'll try to do something. So, let me see if this will work. Fake scoreboard. In the meantime, hello. So it's Phoenix Rising. Okay. Oh boy. Okay. all I'm gonna say is get ready for what I've got planned for you guys. You ready? And ta-da! I'm sorry. I warned you it would be a little bit scuffed. I'm one man handling this one, but it just felt bad. I also wanted to get back in the groove of things. Okay. I got a little bit carried away. Let's get professional. Oh, as I say that, they're already reading up. I mean, everyone knows this map. It's another brawl map. It looks like both teams are running with the Symmetra, but the Spitfire prefers to run with the May, whereas Phoenix Rising prefers to run with the Junkrat. So spam versus freezing potential. Who's gonna take it on top? It looks like Budget Spitfire has more control here of the point, of the little high ground, but what matters is point control. And it looks like they're rushing into the enemy here, where D.Va gets frozen, and Magic with a nice fire strike gets the enemy Lucio, and the enemy Reinhardt is down, so it looks like it's gonna be quite a quick fight here for Project Spitfire. They're not running for a Wacky Comp. Magic is doing a little bit of trolling. He might get punished for it. He definitely is getting punished for it. But at least he got the window out of VR8 for probably Phoenix Rising trying to recontest. But there's a big sentinels here by Itori that is slowing them down. Wall gets committed here, trying to hold the stall, as well as Blizzard. Are they gonna get the Reinhardt? Probably yes. Oh, but the Riptide is coming from the side of Phoenix Rising. Is it enough? No. But they definitely forced a lot of resources out of Budget Spitfire. They had to use the mail, they had to use the wind, the wall, and the beat just to keep the point. But they still have the Shatter and the D.Va Bomb and another window. So it's still all to be played. It's still not decidable yet. So I think we might see some TP strats here on the side of Phoenix Rising. Maybe a Shatter TP, I don't know. Or it looks like they're going for the direct approach. Nothing cheesy like a TP. Running on the side. Are they going to do it? I don't know, but definitely they get walled and the D.Va gets punished. Force window out. Beat to try and sustain, but it's not gonna do much against the male. And the D.Va Bomb, that was massive here. Nice placements there by London. And it looked like it's an easy clean up here again for Budget Spitfire. But if you're Budget Spitfire, you need Magic to land that Shatter before anyone else comes in. And oh, very interesting Shatter here on the side of Saurus. Baby D.Va tries to touch, but I guess they can't. So yes. Yeah. I mean, it's interesting. So. Wait, I also, since it's my first time producing in a while, I need to check if my audio levels are fine, or if I'm blowing things up. No, it sounds fine. Okay. So this map. Do you guys think they're going to brawl again? It looks like they are. But it looks like Phoenix Rising are more on the side of playing the traditional 6-man. So it's an interesting matchup, 6-man against Rush, because 6-man can rush better but sustain worse, essentially. So it really depends on the pace that you set and how effective you are on your target fire, on your target focus as well. So yeah, it's gonna be quite interesting to see. And I don't know, it's still anyone's game, like one map each. They both look dominant and they both needed to reset properly. It looks like they're the two very balanced teams. It's still a little bit too early for me to tell you who's gonna come on top, but it looks like we are going in. So TP on the side here of Budget Spitfire. No, actually no. They're running. Yeah, now they TP. Oh, the Lucio attempted the boot and got the main. Nice in here from Maki Daddy though. without they got no more sustain than the enemy, than the counterpart here on the, but it's Spitfire, but they still have the bat, which is a massive resource, and if you're Phoenix Rising here, you need to go fast. And it looks like they're trying to do that, and they get the Sombra. Nice pick. Oh, sorry, wait, no, it's Budget Spitfire getting the Sombra. I'm getting confused. Budget Spitfire actually manages to clean up. Yeah, it took Phoenix Rising a little bit too long here to try and engage. But well done by Budget Spitfire. They also have some interesting resources. Yeah, I know, Finn. They have some... The scoreboard isn't working, sadly, so this is what I had to do. But it looks like they're committing the Coalescence here on the side of Phoenix Rising. Tries to force people out, as well with the Primal. Oh, wow! Nice kill here by Bobby Was. That gets immediately punished by a boop off the map, but I genuinely don't know what happened. And I'm as confused as you guys are right now. But it looks like Budget Spitfire are losing this fight currently, as they managed to get some quick picks thanks to the Sombra, who's now in cleanup duty. Well, Budget Spitfire, they had some resources to try and sustain, but they couldn't. But they can use those sustains like Mailed to try and retake control of point. It looks like maybe they're trying to TP point, or they're going right side. Yeah, no, they're TPing point. Straight to point they go. Shatter committed here by Magic, but nice group again here by Makididu, but gets immediately punished in the Blizzard that I didn't quite manage to catch. But it looks like now it's just cleanup duty for Budget Spitfire here to try and cap this point before anyone from Phoenix Rising comes back. I say that, the Reaper tries to TP on point. Is he gonna get caught? No, he's not. Yes. Oh, still cleanup duty. Okay, let's see this time. It's gonna be hard. Clutch Cap needs to land this this beat, sorry, against the EMP here from Bobby Wasabi. That's a nice name. So I'm quite interested to see how it gets played. It gets spotted immediately by a random Symmetra orb, but are they going in? It looks like Phoenix Rising are planning to go in, but they're taking it the long road. Waiting for the Sombra to get in position, potentially. The Sombra is behind them. Is he gonna land it? It is, and he also got the Lucio. That's massive. It's now collapse time here for the side of Phoenix Rising. Bomb gets committed here on the side of Budget Spitfire, but Phoenix Rising manages to flip the point. Sombra fell off the map. I generally don't know what happened, but it doesn't matter. As it's now cleanup time for Phoenix Rising, although they're pushing quite hard into Budget Spitfire, and they are managing to like snatch some kills here and there, but it probably will not be enough, and the percentage keeps on going higher here, as it's like the third environmental here for McDaddy-Doo. So not bad going. This one was just a punch, but we count it. But right now they are going to have to defend this point against a Brawl who have a Mailed and a Window, so it's definitely something to care about. Probably are gonna invest Coalescence to in. Yes, indeed. In Coalescence Bomb gets to, oh nice here, but is it gonna be enough? Is it gonna be enough to out-sustain Budget Spitfire? Looks like it is, but Primal gets popped anyways. It's overtime now for Phoenix Rising. They're still trying to contest this point. Yeah, like Winston is still trying to get the Lucio, but the Lucio is too slippery. But it looks like Phoenix Rising are getting this map. So yes, hello there. Oh hey Sam. So yes, it was quite an interesting one. This one goes to Phoenix Rising. I also need to edit this, but definitely a good showing here by Budget Spitfire. It was quite close, You could never tell who was going to win that fight, so it was interesting. I still don't know who is going to win. Should I maybe do a production? Yeah, caster 1, you know? I am the caster 1. No, I'm not caster number 1. There's Leo in this. But yeah. So it looks like we are going in, and the next map is Numbani. So here we go. Some more scuffness up my part. But yes, Caster 1 is trying to solve plenty of problems. Was meant to have an anchor today, but I'm here. I'm doing this all alone. I hope you have fun anyways. But, let's not get sidetracked. Numbani, especially first point here, is a dive map. Like, you can see these high grounds are just perfect for the defense and for the offense to set up dives on. Like, if you're defense, you can just drop onto the enemies that are running from mid and run them over. Or if you're an attacker, you need to dive the high ground to go wherever you need to go. In fact, the two compositions that we see from both teams, on the side here of Phoenix Rising, we have a double bubble classic brawl dive hybrid, dare I say. So you want the Zarya to get charged and just to walk on people on the high grounds with the help of Diana and the Brig, and potentially the Echo as well. On the side of London Spitfire, looks like they're not done picking, but looks like they're going for a traditional dive. So it's just a matter of who gets picked first, because Budget Spitfire wants to get Diana and the Brig as soon as possible, whereas it doesn't really matter who Phoenix Rising gets, as long as the Zarya gets charged and can walk on people. So yeah, that's a nice suggestion. I don't think they're gonna run Sombra. It would be quite useless, dare I say. You set up the Sombra, then you do what? Like, it's not like you're playing against bull comp that you can disrupt the bull. Your only hope here will be to distract the Tracer. We have information that they don't have, which is that they're playing double bubble, but still the point is, I do agree, Sombra on this map is not the ideal pick. An Echo or a Genji would definitely be better. Yeah. Looks like someone here is taking some time off. Oh, I say that. Interesting pick here on the Brig Zen. Looks like it's a bull comp, but instead of bull, they're running monkey. So yes, quite confused about this. But nice anti here by VR8, but Solrus immediately gets punished here. So it's a main tank gun for Phoenix Rising, and it's gonna be the Zarya on defense duty here of the high ground, as I think the Hatery is trying to contest the point, but another nice nade here by VR8. This Ana is just unstoppable as it gets dived here by Magic. Is it gonna be enough? I don't think. But the Spitfire had 2 takes on the point. It looks like Phoenix Rising are coming back here onto the point, trying to stop the cat from happening. And yes, Queen now has got the charge to keep the point on their own, as as the Zen was still in the backline, and so is Magic. The cleanup is happening, but it did cost Phoenix Rising 2 takes here for I would say for Solrus feeding. You know, the usual, oh no, main tank is feeding sort of deal. But here, VR8 has done an amazing job, and their Phoenix Rising are probably going to go in with a nice Nano Monkey, or maybe Nano Tracer, who knows. As Budget Spitfire here are taking the high ground. Oh, Sombra gets spotted and immediately slapped and put to sleep. Nano committed onto Soros, who falls dangerously low, but gets 2 people as the dive from Magic fails unsuccessfully. So yes, I don't know, I'm still perplexed here by this Zen break composition that Budget Spitfire are running, but maybe they'll swap, I don't know. Here, Phoenix Rising do have the copy, and like they have more ults than Budget Spitfire have, so they are probably quite entitled to win this one. If Soros doesn't feed again, no, but they have to pick EMP oh my god, so many ults are getting committed all at once. EMP, rally on both sides, pulse bombs, primals, like it's a complete massacre. So there are people fighting in the hallways, people fighting on point, but it looks like that Budget Spitfire are coming in on point, collapsing, trying to get people. As I say, that Queen commits a nice grab, maybe gets magic. Not quite. It was strength out from Zipper though. Also getting committed here on the side. Phoenix trying, desperate, trying to hold on to this point as like 0.4% is missing. And is it gonna be enough here on the side of Budget Spitfire? It's really hard, but Phoenix Rising are taking the time off from Budget Spitfire as another Nano gets committed, but they walk off point and it's not enough. Budget Spitfire gets the point, and it's now cleanup duty here on the side of Budget Spitfire. Took them a while, especially with the composition they're running, but it seems to be working. As more cleanup duty is happening here, will Budget survive here? I mean, it does have the Primal, and Primal gets committed here just to clean up and stagger potentially even more the supports. Magic decides to go deep in and it instantly goes back. Now, this second point, it's still like pretty dive favorable, but you definitely have the potential here to play some more brawly stuff. So we might see the double bubble being able to get played like more effectively, although in first point it was already working quite well. You have plenty of ultimates here on the side of Budget Spitfire. Potentially a Diva Bomb going into this one, or an EMP, who knows. EMP, yeah. It's an EMP, it gets nobody, I think? No, it got the Sombra, got the Tracer, sorry. But, Diva Bomb gets committed, full bombs as well. And second point gets capped as nobody on the side of Phoenix Rising is there to contest point. And it's the second time that they nanoed the Winston as point gets capped. It's kind of sad. Whatever the plan was here for Budget Spitfire, it's now it's running now. So it's running, but this third point is now very goal favored. So I wouldn't be surprised if Budget Spitfire lose a fight and then swap. But they do have the rally, which is pretty good for brawling, and it looks like they're committing it right now. As the copy from the side of Budget of Phoenix Rising is committed, forces France out just for the sustain. Is he gonna get the duplicate bomb? It is, and potentially get some picks. No, but he definitely has halted the progress here of Budget Spitfire, as it's harder for them to progress, especially now that Phoenix Rising are committing the rally, and it looks like they're stalling here. This Budget Spitfire that keeps them falling back and falling back the more, because they don't have the same sustain that the Phoenix Rising has. So it looks like they're staying on this comp, although it's gonna be hard for them, especially now that Queen has got the grab and they have Pulse Bomb, which is a really nice combo. And VR8 once again with the Nano. Oh, a Pulse Bomb got committed. I heard that. So they're not planning to go on grab Pulse. Pulse gets committed here on the side of Budget Spitfire as well. Definitely, Queen definitely looking for a grab. Gets primaled around. Massive grab here on the side of Phoenix Rising, but it wasn't enough. Too many people were dead, and Budget Spitfire may just be able to collapse on the remaining teams, the remaining parts of what's called of Phoenix Rising. And Sorus is running away. Let's see what's happening on point. Oh, Diva Bomb gets committed here on point. It's still in the hands of Phoenix Rising here. This depending spawn is almost 2 CP like on where the defenders come back pretty fast, and it looks like yes, but the Spitfire are not quite able to cap this one off. But they have Rally and Trance once again. And another pulse bomb. They're farming pulse bombs really fast. It's impressive. Oh, okay. So, on the side of Phoenix Rising, we do have the copy and the pulse bomb again. I'm quite curious to see what they pull up. Rally gets committed here immediately on the side of Budget Spitfire. Copy Winston goes in with along with the pulse bomb. Immediately gets mirrored. It's a lot of things happening at once, several fights, but it looks like Budget Spitfire have got a little bit of hold onto point as they magic primals in and tries to get as many people as possible. Diva EMP bomb gets the Zen. And maybe it's cleanup time for Budget Spitfire, but the souls here on the side of Phoenix Rising are there. As I say that though, is there someone to touch? The Brig is there, the Monk is there, almost as primal. Tries to survive and juggle people away from point, but there are too many. The bomb here on the side of Budget Spitfire gets committed. Is it gonna be enough for Budget Spitfire? Looks like they are. They're that close. Another Rally comes in. The second one in this fight. Oh my god, the stalling is eternal, but finally Budget Spitfire managed to break through. Oh boy.
Score.
Yeah, this was intense.
Switching sides.
And quite mouthful for me as well.
Ready for battle.
But now. I am quite curious to see what Budget Spitfire will be running on the defense. Because they pulled out, I'm gonna call it a Bull Identity Crisis comp. Because that, like, if you replace the Winston with the Wrecking Ball, that would have been a Bull comp, period. Quite curious to see. It looks like Phoenix Rising are not up to many shenanigans, and they're going to run the same comp that they have run previously. But on the side of Budget Spitfire, they may be running a double shield with Tracer Torbjorn? I'm gonna pretend like I know what they're doing, and I'll just go with the flow. I mean, Torbjorn has got really good counter dive potential. Okay. Torbjorn has got really good counter dive potential because of his shotgun. And also the turret can be quite annoying, especially for Tracers trying to flank. Or even Genji's on the side here of Phoenix Rising. But okay, they dropped the backline, thankfully. They have now BAP Mercy, so they really are relying on the Torbjorn for this counter dive potential. On the Torbjorn and on the sheer amount of damage. So the Torbjorn again needs to land the primary shots, the shotguns when they're up close. And the turrets need to be placed so that it annoys the enemy flankers. But yes. Wait, I haven't done any predictions yet, so I'm gonna do this. Let's see if I can run everything on my own. So, who is going to win? Budget Spitfire or Phoenix Rising? Let's make it last for 2 minutes. Bam. Let's see. I should have made it so that now there's a poll going on. Prediction? Yeah, I don't overwork myself. I've got myself into this. If I get tired, I might end the stream early, but so far so good. I don't know what else to say. I'm gonna actually do this just for fun until they start. I'm just gonna show myself. Hello. I'll find a way to distract myself as both teams are getting ready. It's taking a little while, but how's life? How is life? Oh, wait. It looks like we're going in. Let's go. Okay, so double shield versus double bubble. Too many doubles in this name. But who's gonna have the upper bubble? We shall see as Sorus immediately dies because he didn't quite get the bubble from this area. So it's already a go back here on the side of Phoenix Rising. Nice focus fire here on the side of Spitfire. Quite easy. I'm genuinely interested to see what they'll try to do. They are conscious that there's a tracer behind them, but will they do anything about it? We shall see. But in the meantime, Sorus has come back. Phoenix Rising are trying to set up another soft dive here onto the high ground where they're standing, and it looks like Sorus is going in. I may have misclicked. Oh, but immediately dies to the sheer amount of damage that double shield is providing here with this power fire. Who, like, it's now on the side of on the side of the Phoenix Rising. You're just working for the blade, for the nano, and potentially the nano blade, but you know, it's gonna take a while, especially if the Winston keeps dying fast. I see that VR8 already almost has nano, so they're probably looking for a nano engage here onto point. Yes, they are. A nano engage onto Sorus. Is it gonna be enough? Nice anti-air by VR8, but it's double shield trying to sustain. Sorus tries to go in, disrupt the enemy backline. Almost gets the Ash off the map. Forces fouled here on the side of but Spitfire, who are holding on to this point. They did add to give away a tick, but it looks like they are sturdy. They are not leaving, and they are just cleaning things up. Although, as I said, it did cost them a point. But they did play well. There's a tracer forcing point. Is anyone going to contest it, or are they just gonna give it for free? It looks like, oh, okay, it looks like they contested the tracer. But if you're if you're Phoenix Rising, you have the blade here to play for without the nano, but just a normal attack would do. It looks like they're standing up. They're going in. Blade gets committed. That is out. Molten Core. Oh, Pulsum gets committed as well. Nice here combination by Phoenix Rising. And in the meantime, they are capping point, but it looks like the window point is allowing Magic to get plenty of picks here on the Orisa. And it's now cleanup duty once again for Bucket Spitfire, who are still holding onto this point. Oh, wow, double shield is working. Who would have thought? Maybe I feel like it fits Budget Spitfire's playstyle a lot. Also, Magic is quite good on the Force character, but as it's called, Phoenix Rising are trying to go in. Plenty of ults just got thrown in at the same time, but the Brig with rally got immediately focus fired, and it's just cleanup duty here for Bucket Spitfire. It's not enough time for Phoenix Rising to try and recontest point. Nice attempt, 76%. But it isn't the third point that Budget Spitfire managed here, as Lucio desperately tried to touch, but again, not enough. So yes. Oh. So look as you can. So yes. You know? It's another, as I told you at the beginning, is not quite predictable. Both teams are at the same level. They are pretty strong, and it's now 1-1. So props to Budget Spitfire for coming back and showing Phoenix Rising how to play Numbani. It looks like our next map might be Dorado. If it is Dorado, I actually want to try out something. I shouldn't. Well, I mean, something you. If the people that have watched. Oh no, I can't. It's kind of sad. Well, let's just get into this. Wait. Need to change the fake scoreboard for 1-1. And now I can transition into Dorado, the lovely Mexican map, where it's in some sense similar to Numbani, where dive is quite powerful, again for the high ground control. But you never know what a team like Budget Spitfire might pull up. It's always interesting. Looks like they're going for their ball identity crisis once again. It worked for them on Numbani, so I'm not gonna complain about it. It would actually be very interesting for one of our coaches in the Arena 51 Discord server to do a VOD review on, especially on this comp, because I'm generally interested in why it worked. Like on paper it shouldn't, but I don't know, maybe the synergy that these guys have here, our home team of Budget Spitfire? Who knows? But in the meantime, people are taking their time. Is there... okay, nothing weird in chat. It looks like... oh, defensive dive played probably here by the side of Phoenix Rising. It's gonna be interesting, the matchup of these two. It's gonna be like who's gonna get the picks faster, or who's going to sustain the most. Because on the side of Phoenix Rising you have more sustain. On the side of Budget Spitfire you have more poke. So yeah, as Sam said, the point of this then is just to kill things before the lack of sustain kills you. Exactly, kills your monkey, but yes, kills you in general. True for any member of Budget Spitfire's team. So yes, we are once again waiting, but you know, it's a SCRIM. I'm gonna take this opportunity to plug our lovely Discord that if you haven't joined, please do. No, wait. Not quite sure if that invite is still working though, so it's gonna be quite interesting. But yes, so, wait. Oh, no, okay. No, sorry, I got distracted. It was just Flush kept playing with the anti-nades from spawn, because for those that don't know, you can actually technically kill people while still in spawn. Is one of the few maps you can do. Like, you can see this anti-nade is almost hitting VR8. I mean, VR8 is probably trying to get killed. Who knows? But I don't know. I'm just here chilling. Actually, the predictions came in only with 1 vote, which is kind of disappointing. But we did see that people predicted for what's it called? Phoenix Rising to win. Their name is never gonna get into my head, I'm telling you. It's gonna take a long while for me. Uh, wait. Oh, this third camera is bugged. So yes, I'm gonna take this time to just have fun with all of my OBS settings. I'll change the caster one thing so that I don't appear as narcissistic as I am not. So, okay. Oh, still waiting on people. Still waiting on people. Wait, you know what? In the meantime, as we're waiting, this worked last time, so maybe it's gonna work this time as well. It's like instead of showing the game, I'm just gonna show myself once again. Hello world. No? So Luau W says you can do it on King Zero, High Ground, Spandon, with certain modes too. Yeah. Yeah, Caster 1 has become Caster, yes. I adjusted to... it's still some fine-tuning to do. But, you know, it is what it is. It's my first time casting and producing in 3 months? No, not 3 months. At least 2 months. So... yeah. Oh! No. Still no news here of people starting back, so... thank you, Sam. Thank you. I'm trying my best. Well, for those who are new, Arena 51 is a lovely org who has plenty of teams like Budget Spitfire here that go anywhere from, I think, even gold to GM. So if you haven't joined already, please do. It's just a lovely community to have fun in. We are here. We are running a tournament as well, by the way. A farewell tournament. I am scared of what you've sent me, Sam. Oh, come on. Okay. It looks like Zipper on the side of Budget Spitfire might be Budget Spitfire's coach. So who knows? Well, it's taking a little while. The Flux DPS on the side of Phoenix Rising still hasn't come back. Has anyone got some interesting topics of discussions that can be discussed here on stream? I need to specify that. Because time goes by. Quoting a song, time goes by so slowly. Especially if you're solo casting and someone has gone missing. Oh, that sounded far more sad than it is. DPS players and being late. Iconic, but also cannot relate as I'm always on time. Yes, true. You're not, like, for those that don't know, me and Luau W, Sam, are in the same team, Alpha Centauri. And we have a thing for one of our DPS. Usually the hits can always being late, so yeah, it is what it is. But at least they started SCRIM on time. What they didn't, like, they're slightly holding on to here. They're definitely making my life a little bit harder. I'll do this. I'll go on, be right back, grab some water, and I'll come back. Give me a second. And I'm back. And I'm back. Oh, hello, Queen. Uh-huh. You're trying to stream snipe, I see. For those that know, Queen is the off time for Phoenix Rising, who's currently in in the lobby. Hello. Yeah, it's I've been trying to stall here a little while your flex DPS is coming back hopefully soon. So yeah. Do marbles on stream. Oh, I can vouch for him being able to play in 4.2k, so if you really need a flex DPS and you don't want to look for one, Dual has offered himself. The new place to look for ringers. Yes, you are, but you don't need to remind everyone that you are, Sam. So... yeah, it's... Oh, it looks like he's back. It looks like he's back. Wait. It looks like he's back. So, time to go back onto the Overwatch scene. And they're immediately starting. So, Double Bubble versus the Ball Identity Crisis. Who's gonna come on top? We shall see. In the meantime, the Budget Spitfire here on the side, on the red side, are moving cards, trying to force the Tracer up the high ground as there's a small Tracer duel going outside. Oh, massive anti here on the side of VR8 once again. These antis have been so powerful and it's breaking through Budget Spitfire's sustain, but Phoenix Rising here do lose Soros once again. It's now contest duty time. I'm expecting Phoenix Rising to come out on top, but as I say that, Juicebox does get the Tracer. Juicebox and Hitori here are flanking, trying to get as many picks on the supports as possible. Nano gets committed here on Soros, that gets immediately hacked, but goes for the backline and gets the Diana. Wait, what? I got really confused really quickly there, but whatever is happening, but Spitfire is definitely playing really well and managed to catch this point, despite them playing Zen instead of Ana. I'm gonna keep saying that. Here, if you're Budget Spitfire, you do have quite some ults to play around. Almost have an EMP and definitely have a pulse bomb that Hitori might be trying to land. I think knowing that Spitfire by now they'll try to go in with Diva Bomb and see whatever comes, but they don't have a nano to follow it up with, so... Phoenix Rising here are contesting points, soft diving point. Diva Bomb gets committed just to keep the point going on the side of Budget Spitfire, but Queen does get the Sombra. That's massive because they don't have the EMP. Primal is forced here for Magic, and Hitori in the meantime manages to get the Echo. But it's Spitfire. It looks like they keep moving. They can manage to keep moving payload. Magic tried to bubble the Diva Bomb, but had to sacrifice itself. Hitori commits Subodu and gets itself, as it looks like the defending side here with Phoenix Rising is trying to hold on to it somehow. I don't know what happened. Maybe the higher sustain. All I know is that VR8 almost has another nano. And you have to be scared, but you also have to be scared of Juicebox's EMP that might be coming in anytime soon. So yes, it looks like they are. Rally gets committed, EMP goes out, and immediate follow-up here by Magic that gets instantly destroyed, but takes down VR8 with him. It looks like Phoenix Rising still haven't given up. They're going with the rally on point, but is it gonna be enough? That's the wrong brig. It looks like it is. They are definitely abusing the ability to be able to brawl, but Diva Bomb gets committed here by Gungan, gets Baby Diva, and as Sam said here in the chat, don't need to get sustained, can get kills. And that's exactly what's happening here for Budget Spitfire. Phoenix Rising are trying to recontest, especially with the nice copy that gets immediately pulsed at first up. Trance is for start here on the side of Budget Spitfire, but a massive nade almost gets magic done, but it's not gonna be enough. As I say that though, Queen and Fairy do get two crucial clears. The main tank and the Zen, so that important damage is done, and Phoenix Rising do have the quicker spawn here, but is it gonna be enough for them to stop this from running forward? It looks like Phoenix Rising have given up, and also have moved on to the Hanzo, trying to deal more spam damage and potentially burn the monkey through, but yes. Oh boy, this is getting hard. As Budget Spitfire are looking here to get control of point. Magic is forced to use Primal, and EMP is forced as well. They have just used 3 ults, gotten 1 kill onto the enemy main tank. Is that gonna be enough? I don't know, but what I can tell you is that King's Bomb has been committed and that the payload is not moving because someone is stalling it. But now that I got myself stuck into the room, it looks like Budget Spitfire somehow are still hanging in there as Soros tries to just force them in the room, not allowing them to move forward. Very risky maneuver, but gets immediately nano by VR8. He's not allowing it, he's like gatekeeping them here on that room. You're not going out, you shall not pass. We shall see, and the immediate amount of damage on the side of Budget Spitfire has killed Soros, but Bobby Wasabi does get the brig, the main source of healing for Budget Spitfire. In the meantime, I didn't notice that the payload didn't move, moved quite a lot, but Phoenix Rising here did manage to stop it from progressing using a rally, which is pretty powerful. Phoenix Rising here are left only with Hanzo Dragons, whereas Budget Spitfire here almost have another Primals, almost have EMP, already have Trance and Pulse Bomb, so something you have to look out here. But Phoenix Rising do have how's it called? Close respawn. The Trance gets committed after a wasted after a wasted Trance, wasted Dragon. I honestly don't know who to spectate anymore because the fights are taking place in all sorts of parts. This is dying for you. There are at least 4 fights going on at the same time, as Magic almost dies here. There was a Diva Bomb versus Diva Bomb situation, and Queen just barely came out on top, but Budget Spitfire are here on point, moving it forward. Very little time remaining, but also very little progress to be made here for a Budget Spitfire. They just need to get it, but it's almost like second point on 2CP, and they don't have the sustain. Nano's got submitted here for how's it called? For Soros. Immediately forces out Bradley, and this will probably allow Budget Spitfire to come back. Who knows? It's still anyone's guess. Magic does get Bobby Wasabi. Music is still zapping here, trying to get people on point. VR8 almost has another nano. He's landing so many nades, he's unstoppable. Another Trance here by Zipper gets mirrored by a brig. And a Nano Monkey. Is it gonna be enough? I don't really know. There's a lot of fight going on, but it looks like the respawn advantage here is playing in favor of Phoenix Rising. And it might be over for Budget Spitfire here, as a nice Diva Bomb gets committed, followed up by an EMP and a Dragon. Who's still fighting on point? The Sombra and Lucio are trying desperately to stay on point, but Budget Spitfire is so close yet so far. Still trying to recontest, but it's a matter of seconds now that they and this map with a 77.45 meters progress.
Score
Oh,
0-2. Switching sides.
oh boy. So yes,
Battle.
quite interesting. On the first point, was quite surprised of how Budget Spitfire played it. It was quite decisive. Second point, it was a little bit more balanced, although I think that Phoenix Rising might have held on to that second point for a little bit longer, but they just gave up on it. But they gave up on it just to spend as much time on third point, where they managed to hold the payload before getting capped. But Spitfire should not be sad because they have had a lot of progress. And if it's anything like Numbani, with this double shield with the Torbjorn, they might be able to stop them on their tracks.
5, 4.
Are they starting already? I hope they did. Sorry, gotta stay hydrated. In the meantime, interesting composition getting played here on the side of Phoenix Rising. Probably gonna swap the ball for the monkey. I think Soros has gone ball just to play with the bells here. For those that don't know, there is a combination of bells you can play so that you can make Hammond hum the Overwatch theme. Is he gonna do it? I don't think, no, it's probably gonna swap to monkey. But yes, I'm expecting a double bubble with Fire Mercy, so brawl and spam at the same time. It's quite a balanced comp, but is it as balanced as a double shield? I don't think so. Wait, maybe they're running... Yeah, no, they're actually running with the ball. That's interesting. Balls are out. I am genuinely interested to see how they play this. Interesting comps playing here on both sides, as Hitari almost got shut down by Bobby Wasabi here on the Pharah. They have noticed that there's a ball behind them, as all spam comes from this Phoenix Rising that gets the turret, but it really isn't much of a bother. Lance with bubble goes in. Soros manages to get out. The Fire is now behind them, trying to spam as much as possible with the help of the ball, trying to disrupt this double shield composition as much as possible. But Hitari manages to shoot down the Farah as the payload is now under the archway. Is still anyone guess on how this is gonna get played? It looks like but the Spitfire here are trying to play this more brawly than the counterpart on Ball's area. But I say that Hitari was split apart, and it looks like it isn't as brawly as I thought it was. As Bobby Wasabi almost gets the brig. Yes, now he manages. It's now time for a barrage almost. Is it gonna be go time? I think it is. Yes, it is. Easy barrage here, easy cleanup. Nice execution here on the side of Phoenix Rising. They need to be careful of the Bob coming back. Potentially for a second point. I don't think that Butler Spitfire are going to bother contesting. Nice clean execution here. I'm quite curious to see what VR8 is gonna do with the Nano now that Barrage is out. Probably with the Tracer, or maybe the Pharaoh once again. But Budget Spitfire here, they're struggling with the spam we've seen from the Pharaoh. Massive anti here by VR8. It's almost empties all of their team, and it allows Bobby Wasabi to get an opening pick here onto Juicebox on the Torbjorn. It's also forcing us called Budget Spitfire to come back and try and reset, as more spam is getting dealt and the payload moves forward. In the meantime, Queen and Fairy almost have a grab pulse, but Soros is ready with the minefield as well in the backline. Is Nana gonna get committed? I don't know. Bob definitely does, and almost gets VR8. minefield already got committed and got the Mercy, so no pocket for Hittery here, whereas Bobby was still has the oh my god, so many ults being thrown at once. Just better if I show you everything that is going down. Grab into the with an anti-nade into a Pharah that almost has barrage, is allowing Phoenix Rising here to touch still. Nano gets committed finally. Massive Nano barrage gets 2, almost 3. As it's now cleanup time here for Phoenix Rising, but at Spitfire, I have the close respawn. They might still be able to touch, especially with the Bongo. His magic manages to come back in time, but it looks like they aren't quite able to. Now it's quite interesting to be seen if Budget Spitfire here get spanned down before they're not in position. Maybe Hittery gets picked here. Yes, he did. Val gets forced here. Nice slam here with Sorceress. Oh, nice direct. But Payload still getting moved. But Spitfire still aren't quite in a position to get here. Nice pull combo here to get the pocket against the fire here. Oh my god, what are those pulls for Magic? They're insane. Got the caramels out of the sky with just the pulls as they're now running down. I don't even know, it's not even mid, but they're running down this hallway just chasing people. Are they going to set up on point? Are they going to set up on top? I think they're probably going to set up on top. Interesting that they're still playing with this Torbjorn, although they don't have a Winston to play against, so I'd argue that maybe a Sombra would be better in this situation. But we shall see if it's enough for them, as the payload is starting to get moved here. Bobby Wasabi almost with the barrage, but he has to be careful, especially with the Bob getting thrown in on point to contest it. Ooh, massive steal here by Kairi, who's gonna go after the Pharah, but ooh, gets killed by the Torben old with a family name. Barrage gets committed, but only gets 1, and it's just cleanup duty here for Budget Spitfire, who have to defend for 2 minutes and 30, around 15 meters of progress. So still anyone's game. It's really hard still to see. Magic still with the Bongo. It's gonna be interesting to see how they use it. Bobby was at block now onto the Hanzo. Cerus is probably looking here to set up with a minefield, although it's getting flank checked by a turret. You gotta love it. In the meantime, Fairy gets the Mercy, so that's crucial sustain gone on the side of Budget Spitfire, but the Nano Dynamite, sorry, not Dynamo, but Bongo Dynamite is just insane. Hittery here on a risky flank, trying to get people's off. I say risky, but he definitely knows what he's doing. Almost, oh, gets Bobby Wasabi. Do they dare to res it? Oh, swap onto Brawl Comp. Hybrid Brawl Comp here on the side of Phoenix Rising. They really want to take the side on, don't they? They really want to displace wait, what? They really want to replace what's called? To replace Bucket Spitfire. I had a brain part there. Nice grab gets committed here on the side of Phoenix Rising. Almost gets magic, just about manages to, but Bob is there contesting, and the res comes through, and it's not quite enough. I said the res comes through, but someone clearly failed. But it doesn't matter, because 30 seconds left. Budget Spitfire have window, have Torben ult, against no ults here on the side of Phoenix Rising. It might take a miracle for Phoenix Rising here to go through with it, but now they do have the Bab and the Lucy. They're going for full speed run right now, but they need to move fast. They only have 10 seconds. Is someone gonna touch point? Who knows? But there's definitely Torgon ult in the way. Whether you're going bottom or top, nice pull again. One by Magic gets to force onto the Torgon ult. Is now having to deal with a brawl on point, which is not ideal. But he does have the sustain. He does have the window. Is it gonna be enough? Shatter goes through. This might be the turning point that Phoenix Rising needed here to keep going. But the Torgon, the damage. It doesn't allow for Phoenix Rising to brawl. This match is so close, but now the Torgon pick is coming into its own and denies with the turrets any potential picks. Oh boy. So it's it is 2-1. Wait, can I please have this changed? It is 2-1 for Budget Spitfire. As I said, it is still pretty close, and it's not like it's still anyone's game. You never know. Ah, oh boy. Solo casting is tiring, you know. It does deplete you plenty of your energies, but I'm quite curious to see. There are quite some, like, I have some people here watching me. Well. I still don't know which next map we're going to see, but yes, Double Shield is a composition that is definitely not off. Sam, if Trix is watching the stream, we are not in a good position, but I shall plug this in. Go check our merch. So yes. play by play rap god. I'm trying. Change caster name to the Fabist. Yeah, oh actually hold up. I am the Fabist. Ooh, we're playing King's Row. I don't care. I don't care. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do this later, but we're playing King's Row and I'm a happy boy. Especially because I get to cast Brawl, which is far more fun than anything. Oh, forgot to hide chat. Ah, boy. So yes.
Attackers incoming in 30 seconds.
This is definitely interesting. I mean, there is a reason why this is one of the community's favorites. People love to play Brawl in this one. It is kinda sad if someone doesn't play it, but you know. Yes, you can tell someone's a Luciman when they're happy they get King's Row. Yes, indeed. And I'm pretty sure that, like, okay, so wait, let's run down. So you know Brawl composition: Ryan, Diva, Cassidy, May, Lucio, Bat. Main tanks are usually happy to play Reinhardt. Off tanks are usually happy to play Divas. Hit scans don't mind playing Cassidy. Flex DPS mind playing May. Main supports love playing Lucio. Flex supports don't mind playing but this as Clutch Cap here almost gets capped. Budget Spitfire here. I rotating on left side. Oh, they get rolled off. There's a fleet. Bobby was happy with the Doomfist. Gets into the background. Almost gets Hitter as well, but it's falling dangerously low. The nice wall at the beginning here by Fair. I didn't quite show it, but he managed to split into Budget Spitfire. But now Phoenix Rising, I have to be careful. They're down to Doomfist and their Lucio. Yes, the two spawns that come quick, but will they come as fast as Budget Spitfire right now? Who knows? The Doomfist is definitely there, but will we be able to see them running blue? It looks like they weren't quite fast enough. Soros immediately falls and Magic is on the case. High Noon gets committed on here by Hateri, trying to get the enemy mate. Bobby Wasabi is still here, trying to contest. Oh, Window gets committed here by B-Rate. Interesting. They still thought they could commit. Maybe, but they are Phoenix Rising. Prefer to hold here onto point. And it's now just chase duty here on the side of Phoenix Rising, sorry, on the side of Budget Spitfire. Will they be able to get this Doomfist? Yes or no? Place your bets now. The answer is probably no, because they are running away. Yes, they have. But if you're Budget Spitfire, you have the Mail, the Window, almost Speed, the Shatter, and almost Diva Bomb. If you're Phoenix Rising, you have Shatter, almost Mailed, and almost Grabbed. So this next fight is probably gonna be won by Budget Spitfire as Mail gets committed. Nice defensive wall and nice speed here by MacDaddy but it's forcing Budget Spitfire, sorry, Phoenix Rising to come back. Massive shatter here by Magic. Oh my god, just neatly walks by Soros and doesn't allow anyone from Phoenix Rising to come back. Just go back to spawn and stay there. Yes, this is probably gonna be fight 1 with that shatter, not gonna lie. Phoenix Rising here. Next fights, they do have the grab, they do have the mail. Maybe the Doomfist might try to touch? No, okay, they are. But they have the mail, they have the grab, they have the shatter. Hyman gets committed. But the Doomfist gets picked. Oh, Soros does shatter the mail. Sorry, does shatter the May on the side of Budget Spitfire. It's still pretty even, but the payload is moving forward. Queen, it's high charge, is trying to move. Fairy, definitely trying to block someone with that mail wall, but it looks like Budget Spitfire are almost all back, and they're trying there to hold. Diva Bomb gets committed as long as well as mailed on the side of Phoenix Rising. Picks are coming from both ways. But it looks like Budget Spitfire are slightly in the upper hand right now as the spam is coming through, and Phoenix Rising are trying to save themselves from getting picked any further. Now, if you're Budget Spitfire, you need to hold close, and Magic definitely knows this one. He almost has Shadow. Will the enemy see it coming? No, for some reason he didn't connect with the Diva, but with Overwatch we keep going. Mail gets committed on point. Just clean up duty now on the side of Budget Spitfire. As I say that, Pixar is still getting his change. It's still anyone's game. I don't know why Juicebox fell off the map. Probably got booked, but yes, it's not enough for Phoenix Rising here to hold onto this point. They tried to play this Doomfist centered composition. It can work if the enemies are not as aggressive as Budget Spitfire was. But we have seen, especially on the first map that was Lijiang, that Budget Spitfire are proficient on the standard role. And they're quite good. Oh boy. Oh boy. So, what were we this yes, their flash shatter coordination is on point, definitely. And Juicebox can play the Torben and can also play the May. So yes.
Watch this.
Okay, that was an interesting way to get to that window, Magic. I'm not gonna lie. And you now made everyone get a seizure. Sorry for that one, everyone. Sorry for that one. Who shouldn't apologize yet is Phoenix Rising. They might still be able to take this home. They just need to get a faster time than Budget Spitfire to get this point. Although it's gonna not be an easy ride. It's not gonna be an easy task. It's gonna take some time. And slowly but steadily, they'll make it there. They're still running with this Doomfist, which is interesting. Maybe there's Vault for a Cassidy, who knows? Actually, I say that, but Fairy was the hitscam player. Fairy was playing Tracer, and Bobby was playing like Projectile. So I might assume that neither of them feel comfortable in playing Cassidy. Who knows?
5, 4,
Yeah.
3, 2, 1.
I'm quite interested to see if Bobby gets any picks here. He gets a body onto the Reiner, then 2 bodies onto the Diva, almost demaxer, but nah, it doesn't look like much is gonna happen. Let's see here on the ground with Fairy's point of view. If a wall goes down, no, but a wall goes down and gets Soros, who immediately gets pocketed back and forwards by Plashkap here. But Spitfire here did manage to get the Reiner and also the Doomfist, which is quite good. These walls by Juicebox are just insane. They are spot on precision. They always manage to isolate someone. It looks like he's going for it again. Did he get spotted? He definitely did, but it's May, so you can just hold on for a little longer with the ice block. Oh, Magic here got blocked there and tried to solo shatter his way through, but didn't quite manage. It looks like Phoenix Rising here are able to take definitely a tick, maybe more, as they are cleaning up here on point, but I think that the Spitfire are looking to coming back, especially with the high noon window that gets the main, and it's forcing Phoenix Rising back away from point as many people die and cleanup is going on. Nice retake here by Battle Spitfire, whose like discipline can be seen here on what's called on Brawl. They have to be careful of Fairy's mails here and Soros's Shatter, because they're quite game-changing ultimates, but they have beat and almost a mail of the round, so but the Spitfire can still win it. They're rotating through Hotel, tries to get Maywall off, didn't quite work. Shatter didn't connect with anyone, and Soros almost gets punished for it. Beat gets forced, Maywall on the side of but the Spitfire gets thrown out and manages to get the enemy Lucio. Cleanup is happening, but 2 people are contesting point, probably the Doomfist and someone else, but the Doomfist and the Baptiste it was. Oh, nice late pick here by Bobby Wasabi here, but you know, it is quite difficult, but yeah. So yes, here, looks like Hitari is going in with the high noon, trying to force Phoenix Rising away. Nice wall here on the side of Bucket Spitfire. All gets thrown out, but Mac Daddy is on the cleanup duty, and it looks like Phoenix Rising are able to get this last point. And up stagger here onto the Diva, who you always don't deny. Is there any cleanups that they can take? Probably the Baptiste. Yes, they have seen the Baptiste. So it's gonna be very late staggers here for Bucket Spitfire. It's gonna take them a long while for them to be able to come back in all force. Although I say that they're fighting here in the Metro channel, and it looks like Bucket Spitfire have punished the over-aggressiveness of Phoenix Rising without a back. That's interesting. Nice execution again. Quite good discipline here shown by Bucket Spitfire, who now have very little ults except for the window that is still coming back. And they're playing against a window and a beat and another shatter on this side here of Phoenix Rising. So it's gonna quite be interesting to see. Soros is trying to go for the shatter. Oh, Queen actually ate the mail. Oh, nice shatter here by Soros, but immediately gets windowed and high nooned. Just immediate reaction without hesitation on the side of But the Spitfire, massive bomb here from Queen. Nobody looked at it, and it just was in their back and managed to get everyone. So the payload is gonna move forward here for Phoenix Rising without too much hesitation. As I said, as I was saying at the beginning, it was a quite some odds differential though. It looks like Budget Spitfire here are looking to recontest, especially Magic with the Shatter, although it gets walled up. Is he gonna be able to land it? 360 lands it! Oh my god! The man! The Chad! He has no shield! But, as I say that, Fairy commits the nails. It's now Doomfist land territory, so they Budget Spitfire have to be very careful. As I say that, probably Doomfist is gonna get immediately punished. It's really rough here if you're Budget Spitfire, because I say that. They've somehow managed to get more picks than the enemies, forcing Lamp out here pretty early. But Phoenix Rising here are holding onto their position. They have a Shatter and a window of their own coming back. So still everything to be fought for in these last 40 seconds of this second point. They have to cap. They definitely have lost, because even if they cap, it's only 2 minutes, but we shall see how close they get to that third point. Window gets committed here. High Noon on the side of Phoenix Rising gets the Doomfist once again. Heater with this High Noon just keeps on checking the Doomfist. Shatter gets thrown, not quite sure if he caught anyone because I wasn't quite able to catch it. Window on the side of Budget Spitfire, but the beat manages to sustain them further, and it's now just stall time here for the Doomfist, and it looks like Budget Spitfire have won quite decisively, only allowing Phoenix Rising here to get a single cap. Oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Was this something to behold, you know? So we are now 3-1 for we are now 3-1 for what's called 3-1 for Budget Spitfire. I'm getting slightly tired, so have mercy on me. But okay, I need to say, Phoenix Rising, they were looking quite dominant at first, but they're probably getting tired as time goes on, same as me, to be honest. Still putting up a really good fight and giving Budget Spitfire something to fight for. We are now, though, going into Rialto, so let's see how this one goes. Oh wait, I forgot to update the score. The score is 3-1. Bad. Rialto. The famous Italian headquarters of no, not even Blackwater, Talon, actually. So, yes. Might take a little while, actually. Still don't know. I really like this map design-wise, because I'm Italian, for those that don't know. And this is pretty similar to how things look here in Italy. Maybe not in Venice, where this is set, but how things look here in Italy are quite similar to this one. But before I get... Hi, Italian, I am Sam. But before I get any carried away, and what gets run here? Well, this is one of those maps where, depending on the point, the composition differ a lot. Like on this first point, there are some important high grounds, but there are more long sight lines. So sometimes you see a defensive double shield, which I might be expecting here on the side of Budget Spitfire. I've played it before. On the second point, on the other hand, yes, there are some sight lines, but there are also really important high grounds. So dive gets run, also still double shield, but third point, there are no high grounds. Like, yeah, this is the only high ground on third point. There are no high grounds. You just play basically brawly, whatever happens. So it is an interesting map. It shows a lot of the flexibility of a team. And both of these teams have shown that they're quite proficient at different comps. We're still yet to see a true bowl comp from both. Feels like they're both actively refusing to play it. But I don't mind it. We've had months of that, so playing here 6-man onto like 6-man in defense is something I've never seen. I'm quite curious to see how it works. It can work. Holding close with Brawl is something that you do on SCRIM maps. It looks like Battle Spitfire are going once again with their, as I like to call it, ball identity crisis, where it's like a ball comp with a monkey opposed to the ball itself. Probably Hitori is here just to try and get a pick on the Widowmaker, although he lacks the critical information that someone here is not playing what they expect. He's not playing double shield, so he's not playing, sorry, or even die. They're playing close by, so not much here to be done. Probably gonna swap onto Tracer quite soon. We shall see, we shall see. As it looks like everyone is in here. Not too long to go, I hope. Oh, this looks funny. Sped up crouching Sombra looks very fun. What? Okay, I'm sorry. I get distracted very easily, but that looked very funny. This, by the way, is also Lucio Heaven. Like this, especially this very first part of first point, because you can boop over there where they're holding. They can boop here on bridge. They can boop here on the tiny bridge on the right. Ah, yes. I don't think there's gonna be much booping though, especially since the composition is running. But let's see what happens here on the side of Phoenix Rising. They immediately get spotted. Hitori is still trying to get some picks, but probably will swap soon. But the Spitfire are being quite patient here. Now that Hitori has swapped, they're probably trying to go out. They're still being quite shy, waiting maybe for someone to set up, who knows. Magic is playing Peekaboo from main and the other side, but it's still anyone's game. Oh, now they're finally coming out in full form. But will they get out sustained by 6-man? Who knows? Sorus is falling dangerously low and gets picked immediately by the Sombra. And it looks like it's cleanup time here for Battle Spitfire. Took them a little while, but nice soul there by Bobby Wasabi, I caught that. It took them a little while to figure out what the enemies were up to and how to deal with it, but they managed. And look at the ults they have. Like, they played it like 6-man, so the ults are like 6-man. They have EMP and Pulse Bomb and like Rally already up and going, which is insane. So I'm expecting Xbox here to be setting it up real soon. As I say that, nice Coalescence goes in for Pulse Bomb gets forced by Phoenix Rising, but it's still cleanup duty here on the side of Battle Spitfire. The picks are coming both ways. Magic, though, with a 2k, if I'm not mistaken, is going forwards and getting those picks. So, no EMP needed, just Rally and Prime. Job well done here by Battle Spitfire, not much else to say. What is there to say is that they're now facing an EMP, so they need to EMP first, but it looks like it's not really a problem. Phoenix Rising has struggled to get to point. Is Soros gonna die first once again? No, but the chase is ongoing. As I say that, someone is... Bobby Wasabi is once again distracting with payload. People are looking for him, but in the meantime, there is an EMP here. They know it's coming. EMP Blossom potentially, who knows. EMP goes out here on the side of of Phoenix Rising immediately gets followed up by his team. This is the good thing about Six-Man. Like, it was instant. The monkey was already there. So yes. Hey Napkin, how are you doing? I am indeed talking quite fast, but you cannot not talk quite fast when there are so many ults at play, especially another Reaper ult here and another EMP. Oh, nice hit here by Queen on the pulse bomb that came in. Forces Coalescence and Trance are playing on both sides just to keep the fight going, but someone on the side of Budget Spitfire is forcing point. And this is taking many resources away from Phoenix Rising. A nice EMP Primal here. Tries to get countered by a Death Blossom, but it's not gonna be enough. People are getting chased here by Budget Spitfire, who now don't have plenty of resources, so they have to go very slow. But it's looking like an even fight with no ults. I see that actually a rally gets committed here on the side of Budget Spitfire to try and keep the fight going. They get Sorceress, but Magic falls as well. So it's both main tanks down. But it looks like the out-sustain of Six-Man is going in favor of Phoenix Rising. To say that though, but Spitfire still haven't let go. They're still there, fighting on point. It's still anyone's game. The money is a little bit lost. It's a skirmish here on point. EMP gets committed and call as well, but it looks like Budget Spitfire have got more picks. I still honestly don't know how this fight is still ongoing, or any of the teams haven't looked at it, but it looks like Gungan does have the Diva Bomb and it's actively committing it, trying to get some space off. Beat gets used to trying and counter that. It forces out Trance, Fairy flanking the back line. Important resources here committed. Sorus tries to break havoc in the enemy backline, but it's not gonna be enough, as Budget Spitfire here are inching slowly. It looks like there's always a sea of enemies coming its way back. But maybe this point might be Phoenix Risings, as Bobby Wasabi is doing the funny once again. This third point, yeah, okay. It looks like Phoenix Rising are swapping here onto the Brawl, sort of hybrid between Brawl and Six-Man, but probably because they have the Reaper coming up soon, and they also need to deal with the Monkey. Riley gets committed here by Flashcap, but they're trying to run him over. Is it gonna be enough? Yes, it is. Primal gets forced here on point. I honestly have no clue what happened. Magic somehow managed to put Lucy off the map. Props to him. They're still fighting on point. How did Budget Spitfire manage without a Lucy, like without the healers to survive that? But they do get Bobby Wasabi that's now on the Doomfist for some reason that it still runs away from me, but Fairy here does have the Death Blossom. He needs to land a massive one. EMP gets committed before he can though. EMP Bomb gets an Immortality field, but he also manages to free Tori from anyone running away from the Pulse Bomb. It looks like Bobby Wasabi is trying its hardest. Oh, nice block here with the Shadow by Magic with the bubble. I don't know if that was intentional, but what I know is that they have to fall back because they don't have the resources that Brawl have. And it's only 60 seconds here for Budget Spitfire to try and come back. It's cleanup time now for Phoenix Rising, who still quite some ults on their sides. They have the beat, they have the Death Blossom. They're both quite good ults for sustain. And to be honest, they're also 50% away from Blade. So still anyone's game. Who knows? Anyways, Magic does have the primal, he might have to pop it to go contest point. He's trying to force the BAP out, almost manages it, forces beat. Empty Death Blossom gets saddened and killed by Hitori. Here there's Magic with the primal trying to get the Rhino as far away from his team as possible, but it looks like the Brigzan isn't quite enough for sustain unless Zipper is about a pop strands. As I say that though, the damage is coming through and also the EMP comes through and somehow manages to allow them to win. Interesting symmetric pick here on the side of Phoenix Rising, who are desperate to touch. Soros almost had as an EMP, it's not enough. Bobby Wasabi does have the blade, it's popping it, but it's not gonna be enough. Point gets cat here by Butler Spitfire at the last second, not in overtime, but boy was that close.
Switching sides.
Oh boy.
Ready for battle.
Oh boy, is this an interesting one? Give me a second. Catcher. Sorry, and I am back. So. It looks like, as I had anticipated, Bucket Spitfire here are on their signature double shield with Ash. How's it called? Ash Torbjorn, which is interesting. It's a really counter divey. And again, I don't know why, but it looks like Phoenix Rising are refusing to play a standard quote-unquote ball comp with Fire Mercy. They want to run the Zarya for some reason. I'm genuinely interested to see how the Zarya is gonna work. I think the D.Va would provide a little bit more utility, but you never know. In the meantime, these two are quite interesting. Yeah, don't doubt the Queen Zarya. Yeah, the Queen Zarya is able to do magical stuff. Yeah, we've seen like on Numbani, he was Queen was getting juggled, and still managed to get a grab through on 3 people. So that was quite amazing. So let's see how this is gonna get played out here. Oh, almost gets burst out here. The Pharah, but it's still spam facey. This one almost gets the Mercy. It's that close. A nice book here by Soros, but it looks like there's not much else they can do. The Tracer here is on like trying to force the squishes out. Bobby Wasabi is still desperately trying to spam people out without dying to Hitori's crossfire, but it does get the turret. It looks like Budget Spitfire are struggling to get the spam going to get those picks that they desperately need. As I say that though, massive pick there by Hitori. That was a 6 shot. Oh my god, how is he doing that? The man is insane. He just casually tapped those heads like it was nothing. He's so proficient at Ash, it's incredible. Anyways, whatever happened around them, I honestly defies me, but Bobby Wasabi does get the revenge pick onto Hitori, and the nice Duraz, no, actually didn't, because Plush got didn't go for that res the first time. Oh, Fairy got spotted out early by Jungan, who's here trying to pressure out the Pharah. In the meantime, Queen is on the high ground, not getting much ult charge because cannot be many people. Phoenix Rising here with the barrage, almost with the nano, and they have the valve. Are they going to go in? Who knows? All I know is that Sorus is gonna fall dangerously low because of all the turret damage and the spawn damage from Hittery that gets the R8 and barely manages how to do it. It's still hold on time here. Hittery almost gets caught out by Bobby Wasabi. It's still a close one, but yes. Ults on both sides. I mean, they both teams have had ults for a while. Varus gets first, gets used on the side of but the Spitfire, but it's Bobby Wasabi with the barrage that manages to get on top. Almost gets the Flying Mercy, but Phoenix Rising is slowly but steadily moving forwards. Oh, gets a token off the map as well. That's really good. It's cloning MacDaddy Do on the environmental club, you know. It's very exclusive. Jungan is looking to come back with with the flux. He cancelled the res. It's probably not gonna need what and MacDaddy Do tried to do the thunder with the valve, but didn't quite manage. No flux needed for Oscald. No flux needed for Jungan here, but it was enough. Oh my god, Bobby almost has another barrage. How? Like, that's insane. The amount of spam that both teams are pulling out right now. Like, you see the old charge just literally going up by the second. Oh, Bobby Wasabi gets first up, but it should be easily resable. As I say that, though, Jungan was there to cancel the res. Toby Note gets used by Juicebox, trying to force some points, and Magic is there, trying to stay on point. Flux, maybe, yes, to make them Sigma 9. Is it gonna be enough? Potentially it is, but they have to deal with the barrage coming through. Oh, gets only Jungan, but Hittery is almost there. Oh, don't know quite what happened to that poor Mercy, but it was sent flying. Both teams are still trying to recontest, but it looks like it's gonna be Budget Spitfire coming on top, getting this 4-1 here. Yes. And is it gonna be GG's? It is gonna be GG's. So, you know. It is interesting. Oh, I have doubled. I have doubled. I have become one with myself. Hold up. So I'm gonna see if someone is up here for some interview. Let's see if I'm gonna get joined here anytime soon by anyone, but this was definitely a really close map. At the beginning, at least. then Budget Spitfire, I don't know, maybe warmed up? So, who knows, who knows? But yes, I probably gonna get someone from the side of Budget Spitfire here. Let's see. Am I? I want to hear their opinion, you know? It's always entertaining, and this is why I love this community. Because it's like, not only you scream and you get casted, but then you get interviewed as well. Which is one of the best parts about all of this. So, actually, as I do that, I'm gonna do something. Oh, So yes, okay. Is someone? Oh, I have been joined here by Juicebox and Zipper. Hello, guys. How are you doing?
Hello.
Hello, hello. Oh boy, was that a nice scream to spectate. How did it feel for you guys? Was it fun?
It was better than yesterday. Yesterday we didn't have a very good scrim, but
Uh-huh.
we set some focus points, and I feel like it paid up. And yeah, I feel like it paid off.
Definitely, because especially on Brawl, you guys were very proficient. Juicebox, Luau in chat says that you got his MVP. And he probably got mine as well, because your Maywolves were just spot on. Your your Torbjorn was something that the enemies struggled to deal with. So well done, well done. Although I need to say, everyone in your team just was doing a really good job. I have a question for you guys. Maybe Zipper can answer this one.
Yeah.
Why were you guys running dive with Brigzan? I'm quite curious.
So basically the idea behind it is that you take fights very quickly, right? And you use Discord mainly to like get all that damage in. So we just take fights quick and win quick.
Makes sense, makes sense. Definitely reflects your guys' playstyle. I also noticed when the enemies were running on King's Row, the Zarya with Doomfist, you guys were just so fast that they couldn't even engage, that you were already on them. So that definitely works for you guys because you're that fast. I called it for fun a ball identity crisis, because if you swap the ball with the Winston, is essentially a ball comp, but it plays completely different to one. So props to you guys for figuring that one out. So what would you say was your favorite map out of this series?
Well, personally, I really liked King's Row, but that's only because of the fact that third point I got a 4K. That's the only reason.
Fair point, fair point. I also think that Jangan would like King's Row as well because of their diva bombs. If I recall correctly, on King's Row he got like a 3 or a 4K, and then in another map got another 3K, so quite good. What about you, Juicebox?
Well, to my surprise, I like the maps where we played Torb. It's a fairly new pick, or a pick that I'm new to when it comes to scrim, and I felt like I had quite the impact, especially on Nimbani. I did not see their tracer for a long time, and I felt like my turret was doing a really good job at keeping her back. And then I was holding on to my molten core for. I mean, we had planned that they are gonna do a hard engage with the blade and all that stuff, and I wanted to use my molten core there, and I felt that also got quite the value. So yeah, to my surprise, like Rialton and Bonnie were probably my favorite maps, and also because I got the chance to play the Sombra.
Yep. I also need to shout out Magic, who is also a friend of mine, but his pulls were just insane. Like he did some crazy pulls when the enemies were playing Fire Mercy that just allowed you guys to shoot them down quite easily. So he's also in the chat, so hello Magic. That being said, what would be a tip you would give the enemies out of
Ooh,
In the meantime,
that's
I'm gonna thank Jungan and XSI Donut for following us. We appreciate it. If you haven't joined the Discord server, please do. So yes, sorry.
that is the question of the hour. What tip would I? I don't know. I actually, I'm not sure what tip I would give them.
Or even just to an individual of them. Like if for some reason you notice that, let's say, their tracer was a little bit too aggressive, this is the place to say it.
Maybe one small thing that I could say is that it felt that their dives weren't as coordinated. Because for example, when I played a Sombra, our win condition is or we play off of me, off of the Sombra, and I either tell my team to engage when I make him turn around or when I get a hack, and if I cannot get a hack, then I have my frontline engage and then get a hack mid fight, usually the diva. And that level of coordination, if you get to that point, scrims become way more enjoyable. And
Yes.
also make sure you have a calm structure. We did that today. Before scrim we talked about communication and how we should structure all of that, and I'm really glad. I'm very happy how our entire team played.
Glad to hear that. Glad to hear that. Zipper, you got anything else to add?
No, not really.
Well, I think then, if anyone else has nothing to add, we can close this one here. We can wave our goodbyes to our beautiful chat. I have been the Fabiest. See you guys potentially tomorrow with another cast. Bye
Yes, thank you,
bye.
Fabius.
My pleasure. Bye.
Bye bye.
And we're out.